All right, my babies. This video, it's going to come out as it comes out. Something popped in my head, and basically, I have two visions in my mind. One where, and again, bear with me, please. So, this could be fun, this could be cute, but bear with me. I'm actually like saying, telling you guys how I see things, regardless if it's corny or not, regardless if it's pretentious or not, regardless if it's arrogant or not. We don't fucking care. We're trying to figure something out. So part of me kind of like does a good job impressing people and gets the money. And then I get to hire my team and we get to follow this platform. But another part of me is like, and that part of me get the money. I really think it's the part that society basically would be able to see. Because naturally, whatever I'm planning on building, I know for a fact that it's not going to be like, it's going to take a while for it to kind of like, for the world to be able to see what I'm trying to do. And that's how I want it, right? So the second side is I continue building and developing. But these are two separate energies. One energy is me literally sitting and just kind of like, programming every day, sitting with myself every day, writing every day, just kind of like devoting myself to this. Devotion is key as a word. It's very strong because everything I do becomes a contribution to it. And again, that's always been the case with me, but I've never felt that way. So that's why my head sees two futures. One future that I personally want. I want to feel it. I want to be able to look at people and be like, this is what I did, this is what I did, this is what I did, this is what I did. And that's basically where I devote myself. But devotion is tricky, I guess. It's selfish because as devoted as I am to it and always considering it and considering myself to it and the whole thing under the guidance of like the universe and the energies of the cosmos and God and all the beautiful stuff that we have in this world. Effectively, anytime I'm around people, you kind of detach from that idea. It can't be helped. Because are energy beings, just like myself. And in order to be able to see past the fire, you kind of want to, right? Okay, so if you consider people as flames, some people basically have different kinds of different hues, different auras around them, different energies around them, cold, strong, powerful, all that. But if you want to see past them and kind of like be able to kind of enjoy, I don't know, like feel properly the energy of what's around them, you kind of have to like put off the fire. Outside fire and the inside one, right? Because the fire is creating this energy. And in a way, when you're looking at the outside, you're looking from the fire. So that's why you can calm yourself down, I guess, and how people kind of describe it. But the idea is like between me and myself, I have the side that I want to actually approach, just the side that I feel allows me to grow within my pursuits and all that beautiful stuff. And the other side, now that I'm actually like the reason I recorded this video right now, as I'm actually saying this, it popped to my head is the delusional approach. The reason, fuck, that's the word that came out of me, delusional. Uh, why I see the delusional approach because it doesn't see me doing any work; it just sees me receiving the funding and succeeding. It doesn't see any work being done from me. I can't actually create the path that will lead to funding. I can't create it in my head. I just can't because it's reliant on other people. the best I could do is basically create the path that allows me to be noticed by such people, right? But I have no idea who such people are. So the best I could do is build my arsenal, build whatever it is I'm building, take care of literally myself in every angle, in every aspect, in order to be able to kind of express myself a certain kind of way around, depending on the people that are around me, it doesn't matter. But so that I kind of gauge the fire that I have, like I decide if I want to make it hot, cold, mellow. I get to make these decisions, and these decisions are made in harmony with the others around me. Because it's fun to be yourself, man. It really is fun to be yourself. But the truth is, like everything else, there are environments where they fit and shine, and other environments where they're completely like overwhelmed and or they're overwhelming, right? So ultimately, we kind of like float through fires as fires when it comes to individuals. Like a house fire is not as big as as a forest fire, or like a fire in the camp. Let's say when we're camping is much bigger than a fire you use to heat the house, and just much big. That is much bigger than the fire you use to cook your food, right? You know, all these kind of like are separate environments where this is where you shine, or this level is where you shine, or this attention or energy or wavelength is where you shine. So the goal is to be able to be smart enough. I don't know if it's smart enough. I just is to be able to express yourself on all levels. That way, when the actual opportunity comes for you to kind of like, for me specifically, to get funding, I'll be able to get it easily simply because I have went through the levels that are necessary for me to be kind of like accepted or something. And right, like I see it. I see myself building this. I see myself going and talking to people. I see myself adjusting it. I see myself what kind of details I might be thinking about. See myself sitting there thinking about them. So I don't have the details, but I'd imagine like when I actually create my plan, I go like, okay, so the first thing I want to do is basically I have to like the learning curve is coding, and programming, and like creating the software and the designing it and the UI and all the stuff that the people will interact with. But after that, it's data collection because I need to be able to collect data from people and I need to be able to kind of like engage with it just like on a daily basis, just get their feedback. And so, as I'm saying this right now, I'm actually thinking of ways I can do that and how it would look. So it's fun. It's fun to kind of like imagine this stuff. But I have no idea what that would be. So it kind of like is for later. But I have to cross where I am right now. And it's practically what I started doing today, I guess. And this kind of like separation. This is my realization that the other road is wishful thinking, which doesn't work. And for that reason, this should be the affirmation that it's all about the work that I actually put in and the time it takes for it. Because that will allow things to kind of like explore themselves. And that would allow me to be able to see past the fire. So sitting by myself, basically, away from that kind of distraction, that would maybe just put me in tune where all the only fire I see is basically mine, and I have to kind of like acclimate it to a point to be able to like do this and master its strength, hue, direction, right? Like actually, like if I want it big, if I want it small, if I want it blue, if I want it yellow, green. So there are different fires burn on different kinds of gases. It's funny to think about it this way because then like every situation would be like separate. Some situations would be based on like energy, while other situations are based on kind of like soothing candlelight or something cute. This is just okay. So this is a train of thought for me to expose how I'm thinking and how I see the future. Basically, the one future where I get funding, to be the savior. If I get money, I hire people and they finish the platform and I don't have to code. It's not like I don't want to code, it's just like I kind of, there's a lot of decisions that I have to make when it comes to like the code itself. And I'm not really approaching it in a way that allows me to plan my code. If I don't know, I don't have the energy for it, I'm avoiding it, I still don't know. I'm exposing myself right now in this conversation. While on the other side, it's actually like figuring out what these things are and spending more time with myself to kind of test different things. So this is basically a video calling myself out, I guess. And this is a video where I'm kind of like pointing at the, I already been by myself for the past like 6 hours in the house, going through the to-do list of today. And by doing that, I have exposed many things about myself, and this video is one of them. But still, the first time I actually thought of making a video out of it. The other times I thought about it, or I wrote them down, or I just like kind of did something about it. So this is fun. Uh, hey man, it's a video.